I shared this recipe with my mom 20 years ago, and she's still making this soup to this day. It's primarily made from pantry and freezer items like ground beef, which is a less intimidating meat for beginners. Stick around to the end if you'd like to find out how much money you can save making your own soup at home. Here are all the items you'll need for your vegetable beef stew. I always use my food processor to chop onions for soup because it's quick and easy, and I prefer the small bits of onion. I'm very fond of browning my butter. You know, fond is the brown bits at the bottom of the pan. Cook on medium for 7 minutes. Add 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of basil, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic. Add 2 tablespoons of granulated onion, stir and cook for about 30 seconds. Add 4 cloves of minced garlic and stir for 30 seconds longer. Add your beef now if you need to cook it. Add 2 quarts of V8 juice, which will add a punch of flavor. Add a can of petite diced tomatoes. Stir well. Scrub your potatoes and chop into cubes. I don't peel them because the skin adds texture and nutrition. Add 2 bay leaves and stir. Better than bouillon is one of my favorite ways to impart flavor to soup. Here I add 1 tablespoon of chicken and beef. Use less if you're worried about your salt intake. Here's a shortcut. Instead of cooking mushrooms, use Trader Joe's Umami seasoning blend. It adds a little spice and a unique depth of flavor. Bring your soup to a boil and reduce to a simmer. Check to make sure your potatoes are tender and remove your bay leaves. Make sure those potatoes are cooked well before going on to the next step. You don't want crunchy potatoes in your soup. Canned green beans are a pantry staple. Make sure you remove any stems. Add 1 can of green beans and 1 can of corn, 4 tablespoons of dried parsley, and 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Stir well. Add 2 pounds of cooked hamburger. Add 1 pound of frozen peas and 1 more can of petite diced tomatoes. Add 1 teaspoon of vinegar at the end to brighten all the flavors. Add a little water to your liking. I prefer a stoup texture, which is a cross between a stew and a soup. This vegetable beef soup is hearty and delicious and costs only $1.91 per bowl. Panera Bread charges $7.29 for a bowl of soup, so you save $5.37 per bowl. Be happy with what you have while working for what you want. Helen Keller. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up